Okay, so we are going to get on to the Extrude feature here, one of the first and probably the most used modeling tools in Blender, I would probably say. So this is where we're going to start from this. Notice in the bottom corner here, I got my screencast going, and now I can talk about the extrude function. So what I need to do first, I'm going to navigate around here, and I want to hit edit mode. So I have to pick edit mode, but it's not there. It's not there. Any reason why it's not there? Geez, where did it go? This little things like this can make you flip out, right? It was there, it's not there. I don't have a clue how to run this damn program. Well, remember what I said a couple of videos back. You have to pick the object first, then you can go to object mode, and then it'll be there, okay? So you go to edit mode, and now I have the ability to modify this. Like I said also before, this is destructive, but we don't care about this right now. So here's what I want to do. I want to pick an an object to extrude, an entity of this mesh. And so as far as this mesh is concerned, I have points, lines, and planes, or faces, if you will, either way you want to say it, right? And the way that I can pick them is up here. So if you look up at the tippy top here, you see where my mouse is. I have points, vertices, I have edges, lines, and I have my faces, which you can think of as planes also, okay? So I want to pick a face. So I can pick this. But what I also want you to do is keep very mindful, be very mindful of any hotkeys or any way that you can figure out how to change this around, right? And so it tells you what it does here, but it doesn't show you the hotkeys, which is fairly unfortunate. But watch this. You see it change, see it change, see it change. Look at my keys down here. 1, 2, 3, okay? Point lines, faces, okay? So I'm gonna pick a face, and I'll pick this one right up here at the top. And so now the whole face is selected. If I click away and I hit number 1, now I can just pick vertices. And if I hit number 2, now I can pick edges, you see? And I can extrude all of them roundaboutly, okay? So I'm gonna hit number 3, and I'm gonna pick this top face, and I want to extrude it. So to extrude it, I'm gonna hit E. See that? See that down there? Right over here, E on the keyboard, and I could bring this up. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at what's happening. So I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to move this around. You see how I'm holding down Shift and middle mouse, and I'm moving it around? Be cautious when you're moving this. It's not a real whip around thing. If you know that you move it in tiny increments like this, I think you're going to find it a lot easier to use than, wait, how do I get to that thing? Sometimes it feels like it doesn't move quite right. Hold down Shift to pan. So looking at this, what did I do? I extruded the thing up, and I made a little seam right here. You see that, right? And is that important? Is it necessary? Did I want to do that? Well, I can tell you that there isn't right now really a right or wrong way to do this. It might have a benefit. If I go to wireframe view, notice Shift plus Z, now I can see through. I see, yeah, as a matter of fact, I did create a little bit of a kind of a loop cut, a loop we would say, right? And maybe if I didn't want that, I could have just made the box bigger to begin with. But how do I do that? And so this is the one other thing besides extrude that I want to talk about here. Let me go back to this. Is matter of fact, I will undo everything. So I'm back at this box. And if I just wanted the box a little bit taller, I have some options. I could scale it. If I hit A is select everything, and I could hit S for scale, but you see how it grows like this. I have my different axes. We're going to talk about this in a second, but if I hit Z, then it will only scale in Z, and it almost does maybe I want, but you see it's symmetrical, and it's really not working, so I get rid of that. The other thing, though, what I can do is click on the background here, hit 3 to make sure I'm on the face. I can pick this, and I can hit G. G is grab, and you see what I'm doing? I'm grabbing that face, but notice another face isn't coming out of it. I'm just stretching, I'm just pulling that face away. It's going all over the place. So I'm going to hit the Z key here, and that aligns with that blue line, which is the Z axis. So I'm going to bring that up, and I'll click, okay? And see if you look over here, blue, Z, up. And is that what I wanted to do, right? I can tell you we're gonna need extra lines through here, but you know it's all art right now, and we have lots of reasons to do things all different kinds of ways. Okay, so grabbing and extruding. So now let me do this again here. So now let's say I want to extrude this top face, right? So I hit the face there, and now I'm going to extrude it up, and I'm going to make that extra little edge. And then I'll extrude again, and look, there's another little edge. Interesting. Why might I do that? Well, now I have a face right here, and I can hit E, and I can extrude that out. Do you see? So that's the benefit of having that extra line there. I hacked it out. If I wanted to grab a little piece in the middle here, I can't. I can only do the whole thing, and maybe I don't want to do that, okay? So this is your first little bit of a task. Your first exercise is to play with this. And I would like you to do with all of these short little exercises, I want you to make a model, and please don't make it look like anything. Don't sweat that it starts to look like a robot arm or a car or the Death Star. Don't try to continue to make it look like that. The point in these mini exercises is to get practice with the tools, to get very quick with them, so that you could hit this, you could hit extrude, you could bring it up, and then maybe you extrude and bring it up again, and then you hit extrude, you bring it up again, so then I get that little face right there, and then I could extrude that out. So there is the task. I'd like you to keep doing this, and you know, take this for what it's worth, do whatever you want, but I would say spend maybe 5 minutes on this, five or 10 minutes, you know, extrude it out, extrude it out, extrude it out, pick this thing right here, extrude it up, extrude it up, extrude it up, grab a face, extrude it out, and just get really good at kind of maybe, you know, thinking about how you're going to go about doing what you wanted to do. Like maybe I want another beam to come out, so I'm going to stop here, go up here, and also get used to navigation. Purposely decide I want to do this face, because it was harder because I was on the other side. So you have to move around. So then you go here and here. Okay, great. I want the one on the other side. Okay, great. So move around, hold down Shift, bring it in closer. Micro moves just a little bit, you know, just to get it kind of where you want. Scroll to zoom in, hit that, extrude that out, extrude that out. Okay, and so then after you're done and you made this thing, of course you can save it if you like. I have piles and piles of junk drawers of random parts that I made, but I think I'd like you to do this more. Is like you go, okay, cool, I got the practice, great, close it down, oops, don't save it, open up Blender again, and off you go. What do? Go to edit mode, pick a face, oops, not on a face, hit 3, there's a face, extrude up, extrude up, extrude up, extrude up, and pick a face, extrude out, extrude out, extrude out, and here we go again.